Hey guys, Huzzy bringing you another video. Now, welcome to a Challenger replay. Now, if you watched the Wukong episode, that would have been yesterday, we'll also mention this may be a main video of the day. I had a little look. Today's actually my day off, and yes, I am still recording my day off. I don't have another live commentary, so unless I'm going to do one on my day off today, this will be the main video, and obviously I'll do more recording tomorrow, so you'll have more live commentaries. Apologies, again, with everything kind of going on. It's hard to keep on top of everything, and I thought I had one more live commentary, and because it's my day off today, I'm kind of like having a no league day. I'm just kind of chilling, playing Animal Crossing in my spare time, did a workout earlier, so hopefully you understand. Maybe as the second video of the day, by the way, there will be a live commentary. Actually, that's what we'll do. So if you need your live commentary fix, there'll be one tonight, because if you're wondering how does that work, this video obviously comes out at 6 p.m. My second video of the day comes out midnight, so when I'm doing a recording session of the day that this video is coming out, I already would have finished my stream and be able to get the video out in time. So there will be a live commentary tonight, apologies. But if you watch the Wukong episode, as I was saying, sorry, you may recognize the player. So this is the Irelia from that episode, and I pointed out that this player is a Smurf in Challenger. And again, if you didn't watch that Wukong episode, you'd be like, what the hell does that mean? So this person has got just under 200 games played right now in Challenger. Obviously, a lot of those games would have been getting to Challenger. Meanwhile, a little bit of an all-in, procking the Conqueror with the Corrupting Potion, getting her to half health. But basically, yeah, less than 200 games in Challenger, 800 LP on a US, 800 LP Challenger. And they have a 72, I think it was, % overall win rate. Mainly an Irelia main, but their other win rates are insane as well on other champions. So, yeah, absolutely crazy. Gets the stun. This is a dead Syndra, by the way. And there's the Irelia level 2 all-in. Everything dies to it. Again, we watched that Wukong episode. It was absolutely nuts. We're watching this episode. It's still nuts. No one can convince me that this champion is not broken. No one. I legit think this champion's busted, because it's not supposed to be an early game champion, yet Irelia can beat everything in the early game. It's like, what the hell's that about, dude? Alright, Rengar could actually be in trouble here, by the way, if he doesn't respect the Irelia. I'm not even kidding. Like, he's half health now. He's on the back foot. Irelia going for a bit of damage. What are you doing, Irelia, though? Okay, she mucks up then. She didn't have flash or anything because she used it in the level 1. I'm guessing she thought she had flash up. So that was a bit of an int going there. So we're praising this Irelia, saying, oh my god, what a fantastic player. And then commentator's curse. She makes me look dumb because she kind of just inted. That's annoying. And yes, by the way, folks, it is a Callista cheese top lane. But it just died. That put a smile on all your faces, unless you're a player that likes cheese picks. But it's a Maokai. Worth noting, I might play Maokai in the next couple days. He has been making a comeback. And again, I got to think selfishly about Rivals upcoming, and right now, I'm not doing great in solo queue. Most people know that. And yeah, I think I'm probably, if I got placed in a rating, I'd be fine probably in Diamond 1, maybe low Diamond 1 right now. But I'm struggling climbing there by myself. I will fully admit that. Meanwhile, a flash play happening by the Sejuani. Syndra's got no flash to get away, by the way. Irelia saved a stun right for the end, and they will pick up the kill. Lovely gank by Sejuani. But yeah, if you placed me in Diamond 1, I think I'd hold my own there, but I just can't climb there right now. I did mention already that me and Vixie are going to be start duoing on Smurfs. It probably won't take us very long to get to Diamond, low Diamond on those Smurfs. And I've already said, when we get to that rating, I'm swapping to my main account when we're duoing on Smurfs. Because I may as well, right? It just seems Season 10, and I think a lot of people are in agreement with me, Season 10 sucks to be a solo player. And that's why when you're watching my replays, my commentaries, I'm pointing out all the time, like, dude, is this a flex queue game? Look how many people are duoing. And I think that has just become the norm because of how much it just sucks to be a solo player right now. So, yeah, just look out for that, I guess. But I'm going to try Maokai out. I think he's not bad, and when it comes to Rivals, I've got to think about basically not feeding. That's my goal. Like, I'm legitimately against Challenger top laners. Wicked, for example, is a Challenger right now, and he is an ex-Worlds pro. He legit went to Worlds a few years ago. I'm against that. So, am I going to beat these people in lane? It's unlikely. But if I can play something that is, useful, like a Shen, or a Maokai that, you know, they're always going to be able to do something in terms of helping their team, I think that's the route I've got to go. And obviously we will be doing some scouting. Meanwhile, the enemy team might be on the back foot here. Syndra did roam bot lane, by the way. Maokai teleport happening. Flay probably not going to make the play happen. But I guess maybe the Ezreal is dead. The Maokai picks it up. Really nice roam by Maokai. Kai'Sa, nice little play. Doesn't get the kill in the end. Ignite by Syndra will pick up the kill. That's probably going to annoy the Irelia a little bit because that was a death that definitely could have been avoided. But during all this time, yes, Syndra has roamed, but the Irelia has had a little bit of free farm in mid lane, and she gets the cannon there too. So yeah, nearly double farm. This is very reminiscent of that Wukong game. She was double farm in that game. She's double farm in this game. It does seem... Oh, all in happening! She will just straight up dive him and die. So some people are like, is that worth? Probably, because again, this player, what we've seen already, the Wukong game and this game, it seems that this Irelia heavily focuses on snowballing off the 1v1. If they can get ahead in the 1v1, they're going to abuse that. They're going to constantly play aggressive. And with Irelia's snowball and damage potential, remember everybody, this champion is not an early game champion. Irelia is not designed to be early game. She's designed to be mid to late game. So if you get ahead in the early game on a mid to late game champion, you snowball and you just take over the game, like a Jax. We've done some episodes that I'm playing Jax recently, and I get really fed in the early game, and I get legendary because I'm scaling as a Jax. Meanwhile, Syndra dies in a 1v1 to the Sejuani. Don't underestimate tanks, by the way. Weirdly, I'd say tanks right now, that look cool. Weirdly, tanks right now do more damage than they probably should. That's why you're seeing Sejuani in a Challenger game. That's why you're seeing Maokai in a Challenger game. Is because more and more people are realizing, hey, tanks are actually not that bad anymore. Again, where tanks, by the way, suffer and when tanks get ignored, and some people will be like, that makes sense, sure. People don't play tanks if they don't do any damage, and that might confuse some people, but yeah. So in League of Legends, damage, it reigns supreme. Like the most important thing, if you actively had to say one thing that is the most important about champions in League, how much damage they deal. Can they one-shot things? Can you kill things? That's in essence the most important thing as a League champion. So if a tank is doing 0 damage, they're not that useful overall. Meanwhile, a dive might be happening on the Kalista. Don't feel sorry for her dying, and she does go down. Yip, yip, hooray. Rengar going for it. That looked really like, I don't know, floaty? He's not going to get a kill here. Irelia's going to pick up another kill, by the way. Gets her flash. She didn't have a Q available, and that's a double kill for the Irelia. So in terms of the mid lane, in roaming potential, the Syndra's roamed a bit. She got 1 kill. Now Irelia's roamed a bit, got 2. So it's also that kind of like, when you're roaming as a mid laner, can you make your roam more effective than your opponent? And if you're not roaming, how much can you like punish that? So like right now, Syndra hasn't roamed. She hasn't caught up in farm. She got 1 tower plate, I think. Where Irelia, she's still farming. She's also getting tower plates in top. So that's a double kill for Irelia. She still continued farming, and she maintained at least maybe even more tower plates than what Syndra got. So those are the thing. And you see here, she's looking for a roam because now she feels pressured. Oh, dude, I got a roam now. Meanwhile, Sona being like insanely squishy. Again, I'm not a massive fan of Sona. I think people know that. She can work, but it's just you have to be a god at positioning to make it work. Sejuani actually doing crazy good in terms of just killing things. Syndra is going to pick up that kill with the Ignite, I believe. Yep, and now she might be looking for the Kai'Sa. Worth noting, because of the XP and everything this game, Syndra is now on the back foot, is very close in XP to the Kai'Sa. She just leveled up in that play. So the Syndra is struggling a bit, considering she just hit level 7. Irelia is level 8 already. So worth knowing, this is where this Irelia is gaining that advantage, is the constant production of gold, the constant farming, the constant tower plates. I know, look, Syndra is still bot lane. What is Irelia doing? She's farming, or she got plates nearly. She is potentially getting stopped by the bot lane because they know we got to stop. Hey, Maokai got a solo kill. Well done to Maokai. But yeah, the enemy team know we can't just let Irelia do what she wants. But yeah, so far, the actual player, again, do not know if this is a pro player or anything. Don't know if it's a known player. Very impressive mechanics, I'd say. That's the one thing. Yes, I do think Irelia is way too strong for early game because she's not supposed to be an early game champion, as we've mentioned. But you can't deny that this player's mechanics are also very good. You know, very aggressive. The 2 kills that Irelia has, both of them arguably avoidable because she tower dived both times. So she didn't have to tower dive, but she did because that's this person's playstyle. Like, let's be honest, none of us can say this playstyle sucks because she's a Smurf that got to Challenger 800 LP in less than 200 games. It clearly works. I think all of us would definitely trade positions if we could with this player, and many of us wouldn't be able to pull off this aggression level, you know, all the time. And that's the thing to say, is this type of player, we've seen them time and time again, it's kind of like that Yasuo type playstyle. You either get legendary or you feed. It's that kind of playstyle, but if it works more than it doesn't, well, that's when you're going to climb like crazy. So let's just say, meanwhile, the Callista got murdered. Let's just say that this Irelia, with all of her crazy mechanics, etc., it works 60% of the time. 60% of the time, if let's say that translates into, well, she has actually a 72% win rate right now, so let's actually change it. It works 70% of the time. If you maintain that for 70% of the time, you're going to climb like crazy. You're going to get the Challenger, like, easily. That's the point. So she will risk the crazy aggressive playstyle to get fed most games for feeding every 3. Out of 10 games, if she feeds in 2 or 3 games, it's not that big of a deal because she got fed in 8 of them. 8 or 7 of them. So, yeah. Anyway, so the Syndra roaming again, by the way, because she feels the need, and it works. She got a double kill in bot lane. But, as we've mentioned, what is happening every single time that there's a roam is Irelia is punishing it. The worst situation you can be as a mid laner is if you don't roam and your opponent does, they get something for their roam and you just sat in mid lane not doing anything. This Irelia is never letting that happen. Syndra roams, Irelia gets 2 towers. Irelia roams top herself and gets 2 kills, or bot 2 kills. Like, that's the point. And that's something I really want to drill people home, because it's the whole playstyle is always be doing something. It's never just, I'm sitting in mid lane just farming, my lane opponent's roamed, good luck team. It's never that. It's always doing something. Like, okay, yeah, Syndra got a double kill. Like, let's say you're the Kaiser and you get killed again and again and again by this Syndra. You know, you're 1 and 4. It's like, dude, this Syndra's always bot lane. That's annoying. But if you can kind of in your head and have good mentality and you're that Kaiser going, okay, the Syndra's bot lane, but okay, Irelia just got mid, both towers in mid. Okay, it's kind of worth. Like, that's the good thing. That's what you got to look to do, and that's what this Irelia is doing really well. Item build, by the way, going to that Wit's End build that I believe she did last game. So Blade of the Ruined King rush into Wit's End. Again, it's a little bit alien to me, this build, because naturally, pretty much I've always known Irelia to rush a Triforce, and she now doesn't rush a Triforce. So that's, again, it's a bit weird, but obviously, Blade, if you're wondering, Blade of the Ruined King, why is this happening? Blade of the Ruined King got buffed recently. It's a very strong item now for melee champions especially, so that is naturally why. Meanwhile, Rengar going to be trying to abuse the squishiness. Meanwhile, Thresh trying to do his best, doesn't get it. Stun happening on the the Syndra. Not sure, okay, it is on because of the teleport. Lovely ultimate. Rengar now going down, ready a double kill. Zonya's is happening, but we just can't see it. Triple kill for the Irelia. And that was a pretty quick triple kill. Meanwhile, by the way, that whole play started because the Sona was getting caught out. And guess who didn't die? The Sona. Funny that. So the Irelia popping off this game. Really nice performance so far. It's going to go back. Maybe could keep pushing, but not going to press her luck too much. Probably got a bunch of gold. I presume boots are probably on the order here. No. It's going for that Duram's Fist, which I believe would be for Titanic now? Maybe? Did buy boots, by the way. Oh, interesting. So actually went for Ninja Tabby. I will say that does surprise me a little bit this game. Why? Well, the only AD threat this game so far is definitely the Rengar, and I don't think Rengar has much kill potential on the Irelia. Meanwhile, Kai'Sa overstaying, does get stunned, is going to probably go down, trying to kite her best, is dead to the Corrupting Potion. Not sure if this Callista's tilted, reminding people. Cheese picks obviously are there to cheese people. Generally the people that tilt very heavily, and I'd say this is a generalization, but it makes sense. It's a logical generalization. You're trying to cheese somebody, the cheese doesn't work, you're now 0-7, you feel horrible, you feel useless because you're now playing a champion that doesn't belong in their role, and it didn't work. So you tilt really heavily when you're doing that. It's always been a thing. It's the same parameter and kind of premise, sorry, of like, say, why do Draven one-tricks always tilt, dude? Because if they don't win lane, that's what their champion is built to do. You know, a cheese pick is built to get ahead in lane phase and cheese their opponent. If they're not doing that, you as a player kind of like, well, why did I pick this? And you just feel horrible. Anyway, the enemy team doing a little bit of aggression play. Maokai going on the front line with the Sejuani. Hook coming in. The Maokai's going to get really low with his nice Q. With the W trying to survive as long as he can. How long can the Maokai survive? Quite a long time, but not as long as he needs to. Rengar going to ultimate for the Sona. And now the enemy team is cleaning up. Really nice by the other team. One thing worth noting, this is maybe the negative of the Irelia's playstyle, or at least now, is, yeah, she killed the Kalista. The Kalista was 0-6. Does she really need to focus the Kalista who's 0-6? Like, again, she's going to go for the Kalista again. She's dead. Great. She's 0-8. That's awesome. But is it worth the Irelia farming the pretty much useless Kalista, or should the Irelia try to get involved with the bulk of the team fights? Arguably, she should get involved with the bulk of the team fights. At least that would be my opinion. But reminding people, what you're watching is a Challenger level game on EU West. It may not look like it, but that's what it is. Challenger level game. So this Irelia has a split pushing playstyle because that's what you're supposed to do on like Irelia or Jax or something like that. That's kind of their strength as a champion. If you've always noticed, like Huz, when you're playing these champions, you never split push. Yeah, I've said it for ages. I don't trust my team in solo queue unless I'm in like Diamond 1. I've always been a bit like, my team's going to get caught if I go split push. And it's not just for random reasons. It's literally happened to me. Okay, I'm split pushing this game and my team get caught. And my team got caught. It's like, God damn it, I can't split push. So over time, it just made me very nervous about split pushing myself. I just find it a little bit more reliable that if I'm with my team. Well, this Irelia is in Challenger. She has trust in her team. Whether it's good or bad, she's like, dude, you guys are Challenger. If you guys can't stay alive while I'm split pushing, why the hell are you Challenger? So she is going to look to split push. All right, Rift Herald coming up. Can the Sedge get it? Nope, the Rengar gets the Smite Steal. Now, let's see how this team fight goes. Big Sonar ultimate. Irelia with the big ultimate. Going to go for the back line. Kai'Sa's going to finish off the Ezreal, which is really nice. With the Blade of the Ruin King proc, and Irelia will finish everybody off. And that's the scary thing, is that if you're using a lot of your damage, you get all like to relatively low health, or you bunch up, and then the Irelia hasn't come into the fight yet. Yeah, when Irelia comes in the fight, you're all dead. But I will say, props to the Sona. That was a really good Sona. 3-man Sona ultimate. It was also good decision-making by the Irelia. Realized that the Ezreal's dead. I can leave that to the Kai'Sa so I can continue moving forward. That was just overall a really nice play. Good ultimate, good stun. So again, very clean mechanics. Like, the thing that I would say the biggest strength of this particular player, one of two things actually, is heavily abusing the fact that I think, well, one, this player knows that Irelia kill things in the early game, and two, I think a lot of people, including myself, why I struggle versus Irelia is because in my head, I'm like, Irelia is a mid to late game champion, so she's not supposed to do a lot of damage in the early game, yet the champion does. Enemy team spawning the Rift Herald, by the way. But this player basically abuses the fact that, one, she knows, this Irelia player knows that Irelia does a lot of damage, and she's abusing the fact that other people don't know that Irelia does a lot of damage. Now, they might be on the back foot here. They are getting a little bit caught out. Rengar did take a lot of damage, but not as much as, obviously, these guys. So those are the two things. So that's one thing, is the Irelia is using her knowledge of Irelia to kind of get ahead in most games. Secondly, her mechanics. Like, that's the other thing. Let's you know, she's got insanely clean mechanics, landing most stuns really nicely, landing most double Qs. So overall, very, very good mechanics. Rengar jumping does get a one-shot because, you know, Rengar. What can Irelia do here? Here we go. She is just getting chain CC'd. Isn't dead yet. Not dead yet. Let's go do triple kill. Then there's a quadra kill. Irelia, ladies and gentlemen. Irelia. She literally got CC'd, nearly dead, basically won probably Syndra Q from death, managed to turn it round, and because of her healing combined with Sona, she ends the fight nearly full health. And obviously, yes, this Irelia is very fed this game, but still, like, this champion is busted. Like, I genuinely believe that, by the way. Some people may say, would I play this champion? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Worth noting, her Duram's Fist was actually for Sterix, which I kind of forgot that item existed. My bad. But yeah, Sterix very good for teamfights. Naturally, gives you more survivability. Oh my god, she literally just bought a Death's Dance in one go. So yes, this is the brand new Death's Dance. Pretty much every melee champion is going to be buying this now. Like melee attack damage champions are going to be buying this now. A lot of range champions are as well. It's a very good item. And what it gives you damage, it gives you sustain, it gives you tankiness because it transfers some of the damage you're taking to the dot into the burst. It's just in general a very, very good item. And now, you just saw there, oh, they nearly killed Irelia. Yeah, that's going to be even worse for the enemy team now. She's even tankier. She's got more sustain now. Like, holy moly. So she does get the Thresh to leave with his ultimate as well. That might enable them to go for the Baron or at least look for it. But obviously it's a risk. Rengar's Baron take is pretty strong, like his stealing potential. He's obviously got his jump, etc. He's also a level ahead, which means his smite actually does 50 more damage than Sejuani's. So if there's literally a perfect smite situation that both junglers smite perfectly, Rengar's just does more damage. But he doesn't get it. Irelia going to go for a bunch of damage. Baron has been taken. Irelia getting a double kill so far. Is going to go with the Sejuani to try and get the Kalista. Does get the Kalista. It's going to be a triple kill so far. And then she's going to be running for the Ezreal. And she will pick up a second quadra of the game. Enemies quitting. And that does look like the game is over. So we did go for a bit more of a stomp episode this one. And if you're wondering why, we did the Wukong one. That wasn't a stomp. And I was just very, like, in awe of that Irelia in lane phase. I was like, dude, I want to see what this Irelia player can do. So, yeah, worth noting, this is a challenger-level game where the Irelia has gone 22 kills, 2 deaths, 1 assist. A lot of people, again, don't think that solo queue, or they believe that solo queue becomes this weird, perfect place as soon as you get high rating. It doesn't. This is challenger. There's a 0-9 Kalista in top lane. Solo queue is solo queue. It's why I've always said there genuinely isn't really something called yellow hell. It's just solo queue. Especially in Season 9 and Season 10, that solo queue has definitely got worse in quality. So if you're in Silver and you have a 0-9 teammate, just remember, yeah, it happens in Challenger as well. It's not just a Silver thing, or a Bronze thing, or a Diamond thing, or a Platinum thing. It's solo queue. That's the way of it. It's different. And I would say why I'm also looking really forward to Twitch Rivals is because Twitch Rivals, you'd think there won't be a 0-9 Kalista top, right? It's got teamwork, there's strategy, and also this upcoming Twitch Rivals, which a lot of people will probably be really happy about, it is a draft Twitch Rivals. Before, Twitch Rivals have been a bit casual. They've been blind picks, so one tricks could always get their champion. There was a lot of complaints, by the way, behind the scenes when they're collecting feedback. There was a lot of complaints about that, going, how can we take this tournament seriously when it's blind pick? So they have changed it. It is now draft pick. So strategy of banning and picking and building a comp is going to matter a lot. So banning people out, etc. If they are a one trick, they've got picked randomly. So that's going to be really cool. And that's a lot better than solo queue is ever going to be. And that's why I need to get a Clash team sorted out, because I haven't been playing Clash recently, but I really need to, because I also think you guys would enjoy Clash content. But that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy, throw a like on the video, throw a subscribe, and this video is probably going to be titled like a Smurfing Challenger or something, because genuinely it is. It's an account that's it's a fresh account, level 46 account I think it is. So they hit level 30 and entered rank straight away. They played 200 ranked games, just under, got to Challenger with insane win rates. This is a Smurf in Challenger. That's crazy. But that's going to be it. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Oh, worth also noting, 99 farm ahead of the opponent, by the way. 99 at 21 minutes. Crazy. Like, subscribe, comment down below. See you guys next time. Peace.